Hi, good morning to all primary learners. I hope you are doing fine at home. I hope you are healthy. I hope you are strong. I hope you are feeling encouraged together with your parents and also the rest of your family. And I also do hope that you have enjoyed this time, spending this time together with your family members. Now, once again, a warm welcome to our morning assembly this morning as we gonna speak about a lot of words of encouragement, some motivation to help you move on with the things that we are doing daily. Now, for the past few weeks, we have been speaking about um, a few character first, a few character that could help us to move forward um, in life. So this morning we're gonna continue on to just focus on that to help us through with whatever challenges that we have been facing. Now we have started. I've actually started with you with a lot of word of motivation, starting to because of the new way of doing things. There's a lot of challenges that we have faced. There's a lot of challenges that your parents have faced um, during this time. In fact, not just us, but the whole world are facing this same challenge that we are facing. Okay, so it's good that even though we are facing this challenge that it seems to be so much negativity going around the world, going around our environment. It is happening now. It is good that we can focus on a positive attitude or positive thinking that could really help us to move on with life. Okay, so this morning we're going to focus on where the major thing that we're going to focus on is kindness, but to tail or to tie with this character, we're going to speak about how to be thankful. I mentioned for the past 2 weeks ago how to be thankful to what we have, be thankful to who we have around us, because these are the people that, or these are the things that's around us that have helped us throughout our life until today. Okay, so under being thankful is also in the same meaning as being grateful, right? As we're talking about being kind, it says, I have said last 2 weeks ago that one of the things that you can do is write a thank you note to your parents, to your teachers, siblings, or friends. Now, this is one way of being kind to one another. Okay, because there are things that we have faced, that we are facing. It is very unkind to us. Okay, our environment, our situation are very unkind to us, and it can cause a lot of discouragement, and it can cause a lot of frustration that we can think of, could have disrupt our emotion, disrupt the way we think in a daily basis. Every moment we've been thinking, how are we going to move on with this kind of situation that is facing us. Now, we are not the only one who is facing this. Everybody is facing the same thing. But the best thing that we can do at this moment of time is to find encouragement from one another. Now, not everybody is strong every day. Some moment we can be weak. Some moment we can be strong. But when the time that we are weak, it is good that we can find encouragement and strength from those whom we love or those who loves us, like our parents, our family, and our friends. All right. So just focusing on this, if you are in a position of strength this morning, why not share your strength? Why not share the happiness that you are facing today, that you're having today, to those who needs it? Let's say, for example, your parents or your siblings or whoever, your family member or your friends that needs encouragement uh, today. Why not? This is one suggestion, is to write a thank you note to them. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being there when we were in school. Thank you for being there, who always sits with me, always talk with me, always been there to play with me, always help me through when I found difficulties in life, in school. You can say thank you, write a thank you note to your parents. Say, um, Mom, Dad, thank you for everything that you have done for me. I know it's difficult for you, I know it's challenging for you, but thank you for being there for me, to give me that encouragement, to give me the direction. Although it is difficult and challenging for you at this moment of time, but it's you still have the strength to give me that encouragement to move on with my life. Okay, so this morning, I really encourage you to write a thank you note. Just take out a piece of paper and write a thank you note to those whom you think should receive, or who deserve a thank you from you. Now, you may think that it's not really significant, but believe me, a simple thank you note can really change a person's perspective towards their problem uh, in a whole new way. Okay, they might be thinking negative of their issues, their situation that they are facing, but just by saying thank you, it can really change that person to think positive of the issue that they are facing, the situation that they are facing. Okay, there's one CEO who took over uh, Campbell Soup. If you all know that company, he took over that company. I actually don't remember his name already, but this is one of his practice for the last 30 years. Oh, sorry, yeah, for the last 30 years. When he took over the company, oh sorry, for the last 10 years, when he took over the company was not doing very well. The company was already losing a lot of money. The company was staff, or the workers were already have no motivation in working, and which have caused, we call that, the morale of the whole company to go down, because they don't see the company is doing very well. The workers are not, not at the right state of mind to work. So when he took over, one of the first thing that he did was just had a walk around in a production line, in the administration office. Just go walk around and just saying thank you, saying how are you this morning, are you doing fine? And the one thing that he did for the last 10 years until he retired was that he make it a point that he writes a thank you note every day to his staff. And guess what happens? The morale of the staff, the morale of the company begin to increase. The workers in the company begin to be happy with working in that company, because they begin to see that their leader, their boss, their CEO, acknowledge what they are doing. Always say, how are you? Are you doing fine? And let's work together to find a solution to our situation. They find that they are being supported. They find that they are always being cared for. the whole company turn around and the company begin to find profit, to get profit for the company. They get beginning to build profit for the company because everybody in the company now have a sense of purpose, have a sense of happiness working in that company. So, can you see that these small things that we do, just asking, how are you feeling today? Or just a simple of what I mentioned, a thank you note, giving to every staff of the company. Every day, he made it a point to write every day to the staff, be it new or old staff, and the whole company turned around. Now, I mentioned their leader. You can be that leader today. If you can find that strength, you can find that happiness in you, write a thank you note, or just as simple as asking, how are you feeling today? You can really turn around the life of a person 180 degrees today. If they are if they are feeling down today, they are feeling unsupported today, they are not at the right state of mind today, just by giving them encouragement, by saying thank you, by writing them a thank you note, by asking how are you feeling today, can really boost up the morale of the person. So I challenge you today, be that leader. There's a leader in each and every one of you. Write a thank you note for the person that deserve this, be it your mom, your dad, your siblings, or whoever, your friends. Write a thank you note to them and help them through with the challenges that they face. I don't say that you don't have any challenges that you are facing yourself, but it's the way how you respond to your challenge will actually take you out of that problem. If you can make that step, I believe the rest will also follow you soon. Okay, so I believe that's all for today that I have spoken to you. I hope that you can find encouragement from what I have shared to you from the CEO of Campbell Soup. I know some of you have eaten that before, taken that before. Find that encouragement to, or find the strength to help others also to stand strong during this time. I believe everybody needs that. I believe everybody needs a leader also to help them through with this situation. Don't think that you are just young, that you cannot make a difference. There's a word that says, do not despise your youth. If you despise your youth, if you despise the young person that you are, then you will not be a leader of that person, of the day. But if you believe that as a young person you also can make a difference, then you can also change another person's life. Okay, so I leave this with you today. I hope you find that encouragement.